good. Said they were scared of me, that's why they DQ'd. Hey,
Right.
FalcoJoe with the FalcoJoe with the Brawler and then Kelvin from Falco. That's odd.
This has to be reversed.
Yeah, I was
no
like, surely,
possible
right?
way.
I mean, I've seen crazier things happen. I mean, well, his tag is Joe, so I'm assuming that FalcoJoe is Falco. He's got himself a big combo on the way. Already 71% out the gate. Kelvin, with a different character than I saw him last time. I believe he was playing like a Steve or something last I seen him, but I see that he picks up a much cooler character in Mii Brawler. He's gonna give himself a little bit of those nair combos jumping.
Sure, man. So much cooler.
I mean, yeah, so much. I mean, way cooler than Minecraft Steven. Let's be for real, guys. I got big love for both the characters on the screen, though.
That's fair. I feel like I've definitely seen you play both these guys quite a bit, especially the Brawler. I know you're a resident Brawler to a degree, so you can attest to this character when I say this guy isn't super baby mode until about this % range, because now the game plan for Kelvin is totally shifted. It's just gonna be a matter of spacing, keeping some pressure up, and then getting a grab and hoping they don't have enough brain cells to get out of the up air combo.
Yeah,
But
and,
that's how down tilt first.
Well, fortunately, I believe it's like right around Big Red Scary Number. Both these characters both turn into like one option demons. FalcoJoe with that up tilt back air, but he was able to take it a different way. So, but we got the up tilt still coming right back out. Big vertical combos coming through, and this is where Brawler struggles a little bit. We're at that 112%. He's doing flashing Mach Punch in the year of our Lord 2025. Good heavens, But we got falling up air. That they actually call that one the trade secret. That combo. So not many know about that.
They do not call it the trade secret.
Yes, and Pac Diesel, the Chicago TO, he was talking about falling up air heli kick at the time because that was the hot new combo, and he was like, right. That's the trade secret. Oh, thank goodness. At least he's playing suplex. Wow, he goes all the way for that down there. Almost loses his life to the side B. Great F tilt to keep him off the stage.
Yeah, I feel like I've been seeing that a lot more from like the top level, and it's starting to trickle down to like some of your mid-level players. That F tilt to like extend the combo way further than it was supposed to go. I think we're seeing it a lot more now, and I really like that option because usually F tilt is like a very situational move. Yeah, as he dies off the top, off a clank is crazy, by the way. That
was insane.
Ridiculous. Yeah, but it's really cool to see like people really squeezing like the last bits of juice out of their characters' kits, to a degree where it's like, yeah, I might not be able to get a big flashy extender off of this, but I get a little bit more damage if I can find a forward tilt. So it's really fun to see.
Yeah, I used to be a tilt sticker back in my day, and I would always like forward tilt instead of F smash. And I was like, I'm never ever using this move a day in my life. And I'm glad that the Brawlers have come back around to go, yeah, it did have some value. You just think.
To a degree, yeah. I mean, listen, it's rare that you find a F smash kill that early. Maybe an American air dodge, someone mashing on your shield a little bit too crazy.
I mean, yeah, it's a little slow, but man, that move is great. Back air gonna take that stock and even us up. Just basically even percents here. Joe Falco only at 40%. So and 40.
Yeah, and 40% is nothing in Joe Falco's economy, but a little bit more off of that forward smash. Almost right on cue from you talking about it a second ago. That move was so much damage, a lot of knockback on a worse player with that bad DI would have died at that percentage, but
yeah, he actually would.
FalcoJoe.
40%. Yeah, 40%. That was like right kill percent for it. Up smash and ledge, but nair back here. Ooh, we got those. Kelvin, a little saucy for game 1.
I like that. Yeah, you don't see nair bear on Brawler as much. I mean, that's like kind of the typical wolf option, I feel like. So fun to see. Yeah, fun to see. Mii's kind of like that amalgamation of every other character's like options. It's fun to see them kind of cosplay the quote unquote real characters. I know, like especially in Smash 4, people called like Mii's the fake ones.
Yeah, the fake ones. I mean, they still, I don't know, the Mii hate it's chilled out now that he's like a competitively viable character and not like top 1 in the game if you make a Mii that's like 3 inches tall. But
oh God, yeah, no. I have like nightmares about that like one ancient Alpharad video when it's just like the 2 centimeter tall Mii Brawler with like up B2.
yeah. With the heli kick. Oh man.
Yeah, with
heli kick. Mii's were like they were legal in Chicago back when I was like back when Smash 4 was still happening. But they made you do like the full size like regular size brawler, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Who wants to play this character? So
right, just tall, just lanky for no reason, like built like Wilt Chamberlain with like the athleticism of like you in real life.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I didn't play this game so that I could fight. I played this game so that someone who looks like me could fight cooler.
Yeah, it looks like me or looks like Tom Selleck or something.
Yeah, actually. But Joe Falco was about to get himself a little bit of extra credit. He only gets 6%, but 106%, that's still an A+. Kelvin, however, fighting back, already got himself on Falco on the ledge, so he'll get himself out, but gets stuck in this up tilt, and that's gonna be big damage.
Yeah, that's huge damage. That Nair push him a little bit further to the left. Not gonna find anything huge off of that, but gonna move back to the ledge. Suplex, that's big.
That was really scary.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, just like a pixel away from dying off the side. Ooh, I think tried to bait out like an air dodge with that fake jump. Yeah, I like that from Kelvin. Letting the mind games kind of take over. I like what he's cooking in that spot. Didn't find anything, but his heart's in the right place, and that's all that matters.
Exactly. You know, he's got a little bit of that dog in him. That's what you like to see out of a competitor. It's gonna be on the stage. So Falco almost got himself into an up air. Looks like Kevin was just a little late on it. And our second showing of flashing mob punch this set will land him into the up smash and get him a back air instead. So a very even set. Both these characters, well, I actually like this matchup a lot because it's actually not too terrible for either character. You know, we get to blow up Falco pretty fast, but Joe Falco is in the opposite direction.
Yeah, definitely feels like both these characters kind of have very similar game plans on the whole. It is just kind of like, you know, pillar combos, maybe not so much pillar for Brawler until you get to like that, you know, 80-90 range where you want to go through that throw, but as you called them in game one option demons at a certain point, but both scary. But right now, this Kelvin's the only one that's scared. I mean, a pretty big deficit, in danger of letting the set even up. Can't find a good position, as opposed to FalcoJoe perfectly spacing that back air to even the set count at 1-1.
Yeah, FalcoJoe just kind of took reins of that game right around that third stock and just did not let go of it. Was able to get himself a little bit of damage on the board, and he was like, "I'm not letting this brawler cheese me."
I mean, he was definitely on cheese watch a little bit. 39. I mean, just like that's like one neutral win and a grab away from stealing that game. So.
Honestly, that's one neutral win. That's a down tilt or a falling up air, and you lose.
Yeah, no, Kelvin's gonna be looking out for that now. I mean, he knows FalcoJoe. I hate to say, he might be too honest for him.
What,
might be in need of the cheese factory.
I mean, you know, we always like to pull out a little mozzarella, and I've been saying this every time I get on this, every time I get in commentary here, is that Super Smash Brothers is not a game of good neutral, great decision making, or none of that. It's about, can you cheese this guy for 3 stocks, and then can you do it again for 3 more games.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's just rinse and repeat until the number next to the entrance says 1. But it's like we're from the same region. What do we always say about Huntsville? Jump reads and cheese. Jump reads and cheese. That's how we like to keep it over there. Yeah, and that's all we got, and that's almost all that FalcoJoe had there. About to fall victim to that dare, but Kelvin is a little bit off on the timing, trying to find some more damage. Suplex is gonna get that in droves, just a static 20%. Who said he needed that? Mob. I said he needed that. I think he needs it. Me personally. Yeah, you think so? The boss call was made.
Yeah, I hit up Sakurai as he falls victim to that forward air. He was like, no, you can't get any invincibility on that down B. You're gonna lose to that Falco forward air every time, but you get 20% for doing side B. So I feel like we earned it. It was a hard negotiation. We're making deals.
Yeah. So what? So when you told Sakurai about up air, up B around this range, well, who did you have to clue in to get that deal to go through?
Actually, that was just one of those things that was, he was like, you know, that's just a part of the legacy of the character, because he was watching Smash 4. He saw the fair up B, so he was like, you know, how can we make that cooler? Good back air won't kill FalcoJoe, great DI, but a flapping Mach Punch is gonna show some usefulness. Oh my goodness, it's third time's the charm here in game 3.
Yeah.
Kelvin,
perfectly timed. That was good. I feel like the last 2 times we saw it, he either took 70 or died when he used it. So good to see a little bit of positivity come out of that neutral B. Not very often seen, you know. One of those kind of like suplex. Where, I mean, they're both like very useful, but both kind of cheesy. Some of the sillier options in Brawler's kit, but he's a silly character, so it makes sense. It's on brand for this guy.
Absolutely, and you know, there's a little bit of that cheese coming out. Just I think. Ooh, gets the up air, almost ending FalcoJoe's game. But why do good things happen to bad people? He called that little runoff flashing Mach Punch the Fortnite Flash, and it didn't really look like it, but that's what I'm gonna call it anyway. In spirit, it was a Fortnite Flash.
Oh, I get forward tilt, kind of push him off to the right side of the stage. Not gonna find the back air. Second time is the charm. Not gonna kill though. A little bit of dullness on that charm. Might need to take that down to the thrift store at this point. But up B,
but I know one thing,
fresh and as shiny as ever.
Never loses its charm. It's always beautiful to me. Kelvin gonna take game 3.
That's right. You and the rest of the Mii mains very happy about that one. But yeah, that's good for Kelvin. Get yourself back up on the board. Looking for a bit of a minor upset. You know, 10/7. That's a March Madness special where I'm from.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a what is that? A 2019 Michigan over.
Yeah.
Who they hit that game? Who they game it on?
Oh, I don't remember off top, but that was definitely like, those are always like, that's like upset watch when you're like filling the bracket. I feel like I always want to call it until I look at my finish bracket and I'm like, oh wait, I just called every 10 seed beating every 7 seed. That just can't be.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way that happens, and then you don't see like anything higher than like an 11 seed in like Sweet 16. On that.
Yeah. FalcoJoe looking to represent for the Mount St. Mary's of the world, trying to claw back from this deficit, but already at 121, hasn't been able to find a lot of meaningful openings on Kelvin. Finally finding a few more aerials, but is the Mach Punch gonna kill? Yes, it is. Kelvin is on fire this game.
Kelvin is able to fully reverse it back. FalcoJoe had himself a really nice advantage there. Kelvin was like entirely unable to land on the stage until he just decided, I'm gonna press the B button, and it all worked out. Only 52% on him.
Huge up tilt fair as well from FalcoJoe. That's good. Kelvin trying to find his way back on neutral, get up into roll. I feel like that's the winner's round 1 classic. It's not a Smash tournament if you don't see at least one person in the corner of your eye and like some random setup go for neutral, get up into roll in.
Oh yeah.
And it goes unpunished.
You know, you're never expecting anything like that. Niche off shit. That's what we'll call it.
Yeah. My other roommate, he's been doing this thing recently where he does this like Smash 4 ass option where he does jump and an instant air dodge. He does like some Smash 4 stuff.
Oh, Kelvin, watch yourself on that ledge. You're at high percent.
High percent and low invincibility. That was a great timing from FalcoJoe, but same can be said for Kelvin answering right back with a dare of his own. That was huge.
Yeah, he's been trying to go for that dare, like all set, finally gets himself one, and it's when it really matters. Got FalcoJoe here in his winner's stock, and he's gonna fight, but down tilt not gonna be fast enough. He'll get reset neutral for a little bit, but Kelvin trying to push his advantage. Gets that double forward there, and now has FalcoJoe back on the ledge, where his ledge trapping has been beast all set.
That's right, yeah. FalcoJoe stuck on the ropes. Kelvin trying to flip him over the ring, out into the stands, but hasn't found that killing blow yet. FalcoJoe, a few extra leases on life. His landlord loves him. The rent payment's getting a little bit high, though. You need to be careful here.
Yeah,
you know, on stage.
Oh my God, he's getting evicted.
Smash. Oh, absolutely, yeah. He found out you had 2 pets. Big mistake.
Disrespectful.
Big mistake.